there's no change.
After a career in boxing, your father, Jimmy Anselmo Sr., opened the Little Blue Room and Mardi Gras Lounge on Bourbon Street back in the 30s. Right. How much of all of that did you get to see growing up?
Well, it was the first place I didn't get a chance to see. I have photographs of it. It was called the Little Blue Room. That was across the street from Arnold's restaurant in the quarter. So after that time there, he bought a building on Bourbon Street, which was the Mardi, called the Jimmy King's Mardi Gras Lounge. It was a 3-story building. In my recollection of entertainment there, of course I was 5 years old, I couldn't go there at night, whatever, but during the daytime, I would play around on the bandstand and get the drums, play with that. I remember my dad say, "If that drummer sees you up there, he'll kick your ass, boy." You know what I mean? Get over there. So that's my recollection of the Mardi Gras Lounge. And also, he had an apartment above the club on Bourbon Street, and standing out there and remember watching the people on Bourbon Street. And then after that, he had a club, an African-American club called the Big Hat Lounge. It was across from the old bus station on Canal Street.
Okay.
And he had a big bandstand in there, and I wish I knew, maybe I can try to find every now and then on the computer who played there, but I understand there's some pretty big people who played there. And then later he had a restaurant on Bourbon Street called King's Barbecue, and I used to work there as a delivery boy.
Okay.
I liked that. I was 14, 15 years old because I'd get to go into strip clubs.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And I would boast about it, all my friends in school, and
Sure.
tell them about what I saw.
Yeah.
Give me a job at your dad's restaurant. You know?
Yeah.
No, that's the oldest son. And that's where I first met Mac Rebenak.
Okay.
At one of the, because before the strip show would start, they'd have him with his band entertaining people there, and I met him there.
Yeah, I was going to ask, as a child, how much interaction you were able to have with the musicians. You know.
Well, quite a bit of, because my dad was like the king of Bourbon Street. Everybody knew my dad, you know, all the club owners, and he would, the little boy, take me in. The famous door, you know, I'd see some of the bands playing there, Dixieland bands. Sharky Banana and his band, another band called George the Ride, the Dukes of Dixieland, and a lot of those clubs Dad would take me in, you know, not late at night, but the early part of the night. And there was also a club on Wall Street, not a club, it was like somewhat of a dance hall. It was called Tony Amarica's Parisian Room. And every Sunday they had all kinds of bands that would play there, you know, and I'd go there. And then as a young boy, I would go to a lot of the teenage dances they'd have, you know, and they'd have a lot of the band. Matter of fact, Mac Rebenak used to play at a lot of these places like Sacred Heart Dance, Germania Hall, all these other places. You heard of those before, you know? And because my dad bought me a car when I was 15, so I was lucky I can get around with a car.
Sure.
You know? Wasn't a new car. But prior to that, I always wanted a motor scooter. He said, over my dead body, get a motor scooter. He bought me a car.
Yeah.
So I kind of, at that age, you know, I had a fake ID, and I'd go see Irma Thomas. She played at a club not too far from here on Gentilly Boulevard called the Dreamland or something like that. You know? So I kind of get around the city to see a lot of entertainment.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me there's no chance.